Hello, YouTubers! All you YouTube watchers out there, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be a quick update. I thought some of you might be interested in this. I got vaccinated for the COVID-19 virus. I've been looking for a place to get vaccinated now for a couple of months, and I didn't jump on the bandwagon immediately, although I do qualify for this phase of vaccination since I am older than 65 years old. So I didn't want to be the first in line, but I didn't want to be the last. So I started looking around, and to my chagrin, there were none available. So I tried my county where I live and called a couple of places, and oh no, they ran out already. And I tried the larger county that makes up most of Fort Worth, and they seem to be backlogged and have a programming problem, because they did send me a form letter trying to tell me what was going on, but it was a form letter, and all the blanks, all the fields that should have been filled in with significant data pertaining to me was not filled in properly. It just said field 4, field 5, field 6. And it said, since you are field 7 years old, then you qualify for field 8. And so they definitely are overwhelmed and basically don't know what they're doing. So I tried Parker County, and that every time I went over there, they just said, no, try again next week. You can make your appointment here. Don't come unless you have an appointment. But every time I tried to make an appointment, they just said, sorry, we're out. Try again next week. And fortunately, Denton County, north of Tarrant County, and a little bit east of me here in Wise County, they did have a coherent system worked out where they were telling me that I was in the queue at number 44,599 or whatever it was, and they were getting in 10,000 doses, and they were planning next week to start inoculating people in the queue at number 10,000. And for weeks there, I didn't have a chance to get in because they just didn't have enough doses to go around. But I kept my chin up and kept checking on a daily basis, and first thing I do in the morning is check all the stats and see what the rate of cases is, the average over the last 7 days, and more importantly, the number of deaths, which just recently went over 4,500, I think it was, in the United States. Or was it 45,000? I don't know, some astronomical number. Anyway, early last week I got an email that made sense, and it actually said that my appointment was going to be Friday at 11:30 in the morning, and if I couldn't make it or I wanted to reschedule, I should call or reply to the email, and I just decided I was going to make it no matter what, and I did. It was only 16 minutes from my house down Highway 114. I got there on time. I got in line, and the video kind of shows exactly what the experience was. The first shot I took was of the tents that they had set up in the parking area outside of Texas Motor Speedway, and I believe the stadium holds 75,000 or 100,000, and the parking lot not only accommodates all the people that come to see the race, but perhaps camp out for days on end. At any rate, it's a huge complex, and they set up dozens and dozens of tents. I got a little bit of footage from my car, from my truck, from the driver's window. I wasn't supposed to get out of my vehicle, but I did see one person that did that. But I didn't. I stayed inside, and the longer clip here is of me leaving, actually, after getting in and showing them my barcode and my driver's license to verify who I was. They require a picture ID. I stayed in my vehicle, and they just ushered all of the vehicles in, must have been at least a dozen different queues. And they even moved me from a longer one into a shorter one by moving the cones. So they were really serious about getting as many people through as fast as possible. I figured that with a dozen lines of cars going through, and I got in and out in probably 35 minutes. So if they can do a dozen people, 2 dozen people an hour, well, I mean even more than that, because it only took them 5 minutes to give me the shot and get my paperwork and so on. And there were lots and lots of vehicles coming and going. So I figure they're doing 10,000 inoculations a day. But fortunately, I got in, I got my shot, and I believe more shots are coming out. I'm scheduled for my second dose on the 26th in 3 weeks. So by then I'll be fully inoculated, and I should be able to venture out perhaps a little more than I have been. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Click the like icon if you care to, and I will see you down the road.